Mission 1, meeting the locals. We are set up in the middle of the town, and the Jade Falcons are coming in from the edge to scout us. So primary objective, identify enemy units. Secondary objective, shut them down. So we'll have to try to destroy or immobilize at least 3 of them, and it's going to end after 6 turns. So you want to talk about where our mech force deployed?
Yeah, let's talk about our forces here. So we've got 5 mechs that we were able to put down on the table. We have, of the 180 PV that we're allowed to have, 171 worth of mechs here. So on my side here, we've got the Warhammer right here in the middle with Gravehammer as the pilot. He's one of our 4 named ones. The Spider hiding behind the building over here has Freddy on board, and there's a Shadowhawk right next to him. That's kind of the odd man out with no pilot. John and I will make decisions on how best to work on that. And John, you've got 2 mechs as well. We've got the Scout sitting over here that has Barfly on it, and we have the Loki with Redline as the mech warrior. Let's also put into note right now that Barfly has the Nimble Edge ability. Freddy has the Melee Specialist Edge ability.
For opposing forces, we have a Rifleman C2, who is the commander. We have a Locust 2C4. We have a Howler Baboon 6. And we have 2 Fulcrum tanks. So we're going to roll off for initiative for turn 1. We're going to be the blue dice, and they're going to be the green dice. We
take initiative.
Are going to win the initiative. So forcing Jade Falcon to activate and move first. First activation is going to be the Baboon Howler. It is going to be using the Scout movement deck, and its number is 617. So we're going to be using Cautious. It's going to go to the nearest target as its target. It's going to ground move. It needs to be without line of sight to as many enemies. It won't be able to get line of sight to anyone. Line of sight to the target, it can't do it. Occupy Woods, can't do it. Wants to maintain 16 inches of distance and cover versus 14 enemies. It has a ground movement of 14, and we think that it should just go up behind this building. So it moves here with a TTM of 3.
All right, so we're going to move the Warhammer here. We're going to move our 4 inches. Let me pull my thing out here. So we're pretty much going to land right here. So I'm going to move this tree out of the way. We're going to stay facing. We're still in the woods, TMM of 1. And looks like we've got a shot down there. That's going to be a lot of cover, John. All right, so we're going to move one of the Fulcrum tanks. He moves first with the Striker Hover, initiative number 678. Looking down the row, ideal red is the Warhammer, but there's no way we're getting behind it, so we're going to go to balanced because the Warhammer has moved. It's a ground movement. We're looking to move closer to the target, and the second condition is to get into woods cover versus the most number of enemies. It is a hover tank, so it can't do it, but it can get behind the woods. It wants to be in the least number of enemy attack ranges. So we're going to move this tank over here. There's our 20 inches. Probably should have measured that out. It's actually a little bit less, but this keeps us in the appropriate cover. And we still have a shot here at the Warhammer. All right, we're deciding to move the Shadowhawk next. Shadowhawk we're gonna do ground movement here. We've got 12 inches. We wanna stay within probe range here. So we are gonna duck kind of around the building like so. That keeps us in range, and we have a TMM of 2. John, what's the next Jade Falcon?
The next Jade Falcon to go, the Rifleman. It's going to be using balance because the ideal red has activated, and then it's going to be looking for its target, which also comes up as the Warhammer. It's going to try to jump. It can't occupy woods. It's going to try to move to the most cover and at least have line of sight to an activated unit. So it's going to jump over to here. It is a jump strong unit, so it's going to get a TTM of 4. Okay, we're going to activate the Loki Mark II. We're going to be jumping, and we're going to try to get into 6 inches of this. So I have jump strong for 12, and we're just going to jump up and be exactly at 6. Because I'm jump strong, I go up to 3. Because the ideal blue hasn't activated yet, we're going to go with Cautious for the other hover tank. And it's going to be targeting the nearest enemy for movement, which is going to be the Spider. And enemies are within 42, so we're not going to sprint. So we're going to ground movement to a place that we have no line of sight to enemies.
And although we're moving pretty far, John, that seems to me like we're just going to move right here. That is weird. Thank you. I think that one's not something we have to worry about, John.
So the Scout is going to take a jump. It has probe, so it's going to jump 16 inches into this woods, and we're going to face it so then nothing can get behind it. Like so. It's going to have a TTM of 4. So the Locust 2C, after going through its Cautious, is going to target the Loki Mark II as its closest. It wants to have line of sight to the target. It doesn't want any enemies near it, so it wants to stay 12 inches away. It wants to occupy woods that are nowhere around. And line of sight from the least amount of people. It's super fast, but it's actually only going to go to about here, so these buildings are blocking line of sight.
Spider, but we were talking about moving that, John, behind the Howler, right?
Yeah, it can jump 6, and it can land directly behind it, so the Howler can't target it.
So let's move that out of the way.
And I think that will give it a jump of 4.
16 drops down to about here, so I'm talking about right behind it.
Which is good.
Yeah. Is that all the movement, John?
That is all of our movement. The Jade Falcon Force lost initiative, so they have to shoot first. We've come up with what they're going to be shooting. So we're going to start with the Rifleman shooting at the Warhammer. Because of the range bands, it's calling that that shot is what needs to be made. So it's going to be firing 3 sets of dice, needing 9s against the Warhammer.
No hits. Warhammer gets away unscathed.
Okay, next attack is going to be the Baboon against the Warhammer. It's going to be shooting just like that. It's going to have 2 sets of dice, and it's going to be needing 8s. Both misses as well. We're coming off pretty good.
John, I'm okay with this.
This is where Han Solo in a different universe goes. Don't get cocky, kid.
Yeah.
First tank is going to be that one. Yep. That tank is going to be shooting. It is at a closer range. It's going to be shooting 2 dice, and it needs 8s as well. This is the poor Oscout going to take damage. No, my poor rolling is finally helping us out on the channel.
We're on the same side. This is good, so maybe I should be rolling.
You should be rolling attacks against them, yeah. Okay, now the other tank is going to be shooting the same Oscout, and it needs 10s this time. That is going to be a miss as well. Last, Jade Falcon Force. It's going to be the Locust. And it's going to be shooting the Spider, and it needs 10s, and it's only going to be 1 dice.
Too bad we can't count that one.
It is also a miss. So this is how I normally play Alpha Strike.
Yeah, you don't hit anything. And when you do, it's really, really bad. But John, I have the suspicion that we're getting lucky here in turn 1.
Yes.
So I think it's time for us to return fire.
Yes, it is. So my Loki Mark II is going to shoot first, and it's going to be shooting at the Rifleman. It's going to be needing 10s, and it's going to be 3 dice. The red and the orange dice are going to be heat dice because I have heat on this mech that I can try to throw on that. And then the blue dice are just going to be damage. So can I get any damage in 10s off? Yes.
Wow. And of course it's the heat one.
One of the heat ones. So we're going to start cooking that mech right there. We're going to add the heat and 1 damage to it.
All right, so next shot here, we've got the Spider right in the rear of the Howler. Because we can control our weapons and I don't want to destroy it or do structural damage, I'm reducing my total number of shots from 2 to 1, but I'm in the rear, so we add it back up. So I'm rolling 2 pairs of dice here, looking for 7s, because we're at close range. I got 1.
1 damage. Cool. Just chipping away.
Next shot, we're going from the Shadowhawk. We're going to hit the tank that's sitting over here with range and everything else. We are looking for 10s, 4 points of damage possible, John. See if we get 1 or 2. None. Yeah. 5, 6, and... Well, all misses there, John. Maybe I should go back to having you roll dice.
We're shooting 1 dice from my Oscout into the tank that the Shadowhawk just completely missed on, needing an 8. Boom, 7, miss.
We're going to make this shot over here, Warhammer, over to our tank that we've been kind of missing here. I need 11s though, John, because of cover, range, poor shots, trees.
That's going to be all misses.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's choose. I say Shadowhawk scans that mech first.
There's our 12. We've got a scan. And this tank is waypoint D.
Let me go into the back of the book. This is where make your own adventure happens. D. The enemy sends a volley of weapons fire in your direction. As you maneuver to return fire, your controls seize up, making your mech slower to respond. Your unit that revealed this waveform suffers an MP hit. Cool, that is not fun. Maybe we don't want to flip these.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that, John.
Let's move across the table. My Oscout scans that tank.
Tank scanned. Waypoint A. Alpha.
The enemy unit isn't in great repair. The one of the unit's weapons doesn't appear to be working at full capacity. This unit gains the weapon hit critical hit. Hey, it worked in our favor this time.
Okay.
Okay. And that is yellow tank?
That is yellow tank.
Yellow tank suffers a weapon hit.
I'm okay with that.
Now it's 1-1-0. Okay, you want to do the spider next?
Yeah, let's do the spider. So clearly we are in range here, within 6 inches. We are looking at waypoint Bravo.
Okay, you know about the Jade Falcon's mongrel doctrine, and now you're getting to see it up close. Pretty close, I mean, you're literally standing on top of the guy. You gain +1 to your initiative roll on the following turn. Yeah!
Nice!
Cool, so that's technically just now -1 in theory.
Right.
Okay. Close range here, we're gonna scan this rifleman. We're almost done with all of our scans.
Yes.
E, how bad of things can this happen? The enemy's last shot must have landed more precisely than you thought. Some of your weapons are non-responsive. Your unit that revealed this waypoint suffers a weapon critical hit.
Ooh, ouch.
That's unfortunate. Because I think that also makes me go down in heat value as well. Okay, not bad. Now we just have to scan the locust. Is the objective completed by the opponent? Nope. If you lost more or gained more? No. If an enemy within 24 of any of your units has TTM 3 or more, go to D.
Okay,
Yes.
So we're going to D.
Flip over to the D card.
And then we move on to turn 2.
Start of initiative for turn 2. We are -2 because we won initiative last time, and because we found that special marker that didn't, destroy our mechs this time. We get +1, so we're really -1 to whatever we roll. We are the blue dice. And we tie, so we lose 1.
Yep.
And they're going to win initiative, forcing us to go first.
So here's what we're going to start with. We're going to move the Warhammer our 4 inches right to here. So we're staying in the woods. Do you want to do that?
Yeah. Or even straight up on.
Well, either way, we'd be firing through woods.
Right, but they have to now be behind in this cone instead of when that cone.
Oh, that's right. It's the cone, not the. Yeah. Right.
That's why, when we started, I was against the building because there's no way anything can get behind me.
you. Yeah.
So Alpha Strike is weirder that way, that you don't actually want to be pointed a lot of times toward your enemy.
You want to be at an angle.
You want to be at whatever angle provides you the best advantage.
Right. Yeah. You can. The firing arc is pretty much there forward, but it's that's your rear cone. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Because both those tanks would have been
Right.
in your back.
Yeah. Assuming I would have been the one to do. So okay, here we go. 1 for the Warhammer.
Okay.
It's amazing how trees move. They're clearly they're
Lowest number is the locust. This actually works really well for us.
This is the one we need. So let's hope it does something good here, John.
Okay, so the locust is going to be going, and it's going to be taking a balanced approach. So it's going to be trying to target the Warhammer because it's the only one that has activated. It's going to ground, and it wants line of sight to the least amount of enemies. And occupy woods, which can't happen, and then cover versus the most enemies. So we have agreed that it's going to shoot itself all the way over to here and try to get cover and line of sight to there.
We're going to move the Shadowhawk as our second move here. And what we're going to, John and I took some time to discuss this. We're going to jump onto the other side here with our back to this building. About there, look good, John?
Sure.
That gives us a TMM of 2.
The movement hit really, really hurt us.
That, yeah, honestly, it did. Otherwise, we'd be back over here and have a lot more options.
Okay, next activation is going to be the Howler. This one we had to take some time to try to figure it out, and it is balanced, and because it wants line of sight to the least amount of enemies to it, the only place that can be is if he rounds the corner like this, with its back up against the wall, and maintains to its target no cover. Because that only puts it in line of sight of 2.
Yeah, because this building is blocking
Yes.
all of its capabilities there.
Yeah, that's the only place that it can be in line of sight of only 2 things.
Yeah.
As crazy as that looks.
We'll see if it makes a mistake, John.
What's the Oscout's normal TTM? 3?
3.
Yeah, do that.
So you're thinking...
I know, it's 1 dice. It literally doesn't matter. Just jump behind. Jump right here.
Yeah. I mean, we're either going to be here or... Yeah, I would say just do that because you got the tanks.
Jump it.
Oops. Into the building's front door.
There we go.
What's next on our adversaries here, John?
Hover tank not marked. It's going to be going, target is the closest activated unit, which is the Oscout. It's going to ground. It wants to be in line of sight of the least amount of enemies, at least 12 inches away from any unactivated enemies, and woods or cover from the most enemies. So we have where we want to move it.
Move it right around like this. Kind of covering around like so, with TMM of 4. Back to us then, huh?
Okay, so we have 2 units left to go.
I almost think we move the spider and move it. We determined the spider can jump and be within probe range of the locust. We also determined that the Loki can jump behind it and be within 6 inches.
Okay, so just jump it within 6 inches?
Yeah, if we can get within 6 inches of it, because the spider doesn't... Oh, that's right, the spider doesn't have the probe.
No.
Yeah, so we have to get within 6 inches.
Move 16?
Yeah.
We are in 6 and line of sight. It does leave it with a possibility of getting shot on the back.
But TMM of 4, and it's really going to be what happens with the rifleman.
Yep. Okay. Rifleman goes next. So now it's going to look within 10 inches for the yellow, which 100% is going to be that one.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be it. So the spider gets to be the new target.
Ground, if needed. No enemies within 12. No unactivated enemies within 12, so it's going to be 12 inches away from that guy. Cover versus most enemies avoiding water and occupying woods. He's going to move directly behind him.
Yep, he is. Okay, well, that was a bad idea.
To here. Cool. And his TTM is 2. Awesome.
I think the Loki should probably jump behind the locust now.
Yeah.
and then make a decision on which one to blow up.
What is its jump is 12?
Its jump is 12.
I say we jump there, so the locust can't shoot us, but we can definitely shoot that and scan that if it's still alive.
Okay, that works.
Sweet. That was.
Jump TMM of 2.
I'm jump strong, so 3.
Oh, 3. Right.
Blast tank. So now it's going to look within 14 inches first.
That's the Oscout, and that's it.
Okay, so Oscout is its automatic target.
Yes.
So it's going to ground in line of sight of least amount of enemies, 12 inches from any unactivated enemies.
All right, so least number.
So it needs line of sight to it.
It can go to...
If it can get to here, this is where it wants to go.
It's 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Easy.
Then it goes that way facing it.
All right.
And it's going to get perfect cover from there
Yeah, you can't really see anything there. So
That Scout's in trouble.
yeah.
Okay.
So's the spider.
So is the spider.
I think that's all of our movement, John, and on to combat.
Okay, here we go into the shooting phase. We lost initiative, so we have to shoot first. We just want to get this out of the way real fast because we were thinking about targeting this because this little monster is very scary because it has 5 dice. But we intentionally aren't targeting it because we need to scan it. If we can't scan it before destroying it, we fail the mission. And we want none of that.
And it's such a juicy target because you got a rear shot, too.
Such a good target right now. Okay, so what's first?
Let's go down the list. Let's start with the spider firing at the locust. We're looking for 9s, and 2 points of damage are possible here, John. Hey, there's 2.
2. It still has armor. We're going to need to play another turn to probably actually start killing all these things. Okay.
I agree.
What's next on the list?
Next on the list is the Loki. We're going up against the rifleman. 2 dice. You do have heat in here.
Okay, the red dice are going to be the heat.
Looking for 8s.
Can we add more heat to this guy?
Yes, we can.
2 hits and heat.
Ooh.
Half of its armor is now gone.
This side of the board here. Shadowhawk has 1 shot. We're going up against the Howler. Medium range. 4 dice. Well, 4 sets of dice.
What do we need, though?
11s.
Whoa! I see a hit.
I see 1 hit. Yep, it's the one. That's you know what, John? It's a hit.
It's a hit. That is all of its armor.
All right, so we haven't broken into the structure yet. Warhammer. Let's see if Gravehammer can do any damage here. Firing. This is actually at close range here. Into the Howler, looking for 7s.
You need 2 hits to destroy it.
That's 1 hit, 2 hits.
Do you do it exactly?
Only need 2 hits because I've got some edge. We can do more.
It is the 2 hits needed. That Howler is destroyed.
I'm loving it.
Damage
Okay.
off the table, finally.
There we go. One mech down. John, we haven't lost anything yet. Yet being the operative word.
That's because they haven't shot.
That's right. We could just stop here and, you know.
So we shoot the Scout against the...
Well, the Howler's dead. So let's go after the yellow tank. One point of damage here, John. I need a 10. Come on, 10. Ooh,
12!
12 is good. Crit.
12 is really good.
We've got a crit chance, right?
Yes, we do.
Let's see what the crit is.
And it's vehicle.
8.
So no critical hit on it because you rolled an 8, but let's roll now for motive because you did damage to it.
I did. 10. I think it's
Plus
some.
1 because it's a hovercraft. It's going to be minus 50% movement and minus 50% TTM.
I'm good with that.
So now, that one's the one that's hurting. So it's now TTM of 2, and its movement is now 10. That wasn't a terrible turn.
We took 1 mech out.
And that tank, now we can hopefully start shooting.
Yes.
But now it's the opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, first attack is going to be the Rifleman versus the Loki, and we're needing 7s on 3 sets of dice. This is going to get toasty. So 2 points of damage.
Do you want to use an edge to kick that one up?
This is them shooting against me.
Oh, no, we don't want to use an edge to...
So Loki takes 2 points of damage. Here's the spicy one. The Locust is going to be shooting at the spider. It needs 7s and it has 5 points of damage. This could be the end of our little spider friend. Thank goodness I rolled poorly on some of these dice.
So I'm letting you roll, John. Did it actually survive?
It takes 2 points of damage after
That's
all
just
of that.
armor.
Yes, Ken, I finally found my place in Alpha Strike, rolling for the computer, so we survive.
All right, so armor's gone on the spider, though, so that is a potential problem. But we'll worry about that later. So next we've got the Howler, which is pretty much destroyed, or will be. Firing at the Warhammer. 2 points of damage possible, looking for 5s.
5s. Let's see how bad I can roll on these. Oh,
Ouch.
that's terrible. And a crit hit.
All right, well, 2.
Oh.
Well, okay. The good news is, John.
There's no good news here, Ken.
Well, no, there might be. So if you get a really nasty crit, we can re-roll it.
Okay.
I don't know if that means anything, but...
You ready?
Yeah, no. But go ahead.
An 8.
8 would be weapons.
I say we take the weapon hit.
I'm okay with taking the weapons hit.
Okay, what's next?
We've got this tank against the Scout. Looking for 7s.
2 sets of dice. Yep, that's 2 hits. That's not good.
No, Scout has no armor. And the second one here now is the other tank with yellow is one set of dice looking for 9s on the Scout. Has a range.
That's a hit and a crit, so 2 crits.
All right, well, that's structure. So let's see. What do we got here for the crit, John?
First crit, a 9.
That's no critical hit. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to re-roll that one.
Second one, a 10.
10 is fire control.
It already can't shoot.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1-1 nothing. I say we just take the fire control hit and then it runs.
Yeah, we'll see how this game does damage repair shortly. Is that all the shooting now?
That is all the shooting.
So we remove the dead units, I believe, next?
We remove the dead units, so that's the Howler. I'm going to just leave it on the table, looking face
sure.
up. I like that, John. And then, even better. And now we reveal that waypoint.
First we have to designate who's doing it.
I say we make it, ooh, E.
Spider?
You know what? Make it the Spider, because that one's really outside of armor, doing fine.
Okay, the Spider. It is C. C is, seeing the unit up close, a section of its armor appears scoured by the unforgiving desert environment and poorly maintained. If this enemy unit has any remaining armor pips, deal it 1 armor damage. Yes, it does. That works out in our favor. Bam.
No armor left on
No
that?
armor left.
Okay. Well, we've completed our first objective. And I think all that's left now, so F, it becomes right to us, right?
Yep.
When players have completed primary objective, trigger waypoint F. What is F, John?
The Jade Falcons have had enough of probing your forces and begin to withdraw. Set the command deck to E. For the rest of the sortie, all units are in force withdraw. Movement phase, units that still have armor will not sprint.
So now all they're trying to withdraw, and we can try and kill 2 of them. And then we would, is it 2 more?
Yes.
I think we could do it in 1 turn here, John.
Locust, if things don't just straight go off the board.
Right. All right, let's go on to turn 3.
Start of turn 3, initiative. The Jade Falcons won last time, so our Ion Raiders are going to get the +2 this time. So here we go. We are going to win.
Didn't need it. We won anyways.
So, they are all in force withdraw now because of the objective. So the first person that's going to go, it's going to be the Rifleman. The Rifleman has 2 heat, so he's going to be -4 to his movement, but he's going to be using jump anyway, and he's going to jump off this edge of the board because they can retreat. He's gone. Warhammer, the consistent first one going.
All right, well, we're going to actually move its full 8 and get right here like so. And that's a TMM of 1, I think. Yes. And we got to move a second one. What do you I think we moved the Shadowhawk, John.
Sounds good. It's barely moving anyway.
And we're just going to move the Shadowhawk over here because it wants to kind of pretend that it's still around but not doing anything.
Does it have long range shots?
No, only medium.
Okay.
Although with medium's at 4. What if we move it up here?
The next thing to move is going to be the yellow tank. It's going to go toward the closest edge. And as close to the edge as it can. Cover as many enemies as possible. And line of sight to nearest enemies still.
But it's only moving at 10, right?
Correct. And in the least amount of firing arcs.
To me, it looks like it'd be there-ish. No, turn around, yeah. Still gets its TMM of 4, though?
Correct. And I still think we have more, so we're going to go again. I say the spider just jumps right at it. How much armor does the spider have?
Spider has no armor. I'm not sure I want to risk doing any more damage. I kind of want to just jump it over here.
So that's the Oscout.
Oh, right. Spider is over there. How about we jump it over here where it's safe and completely out of range of everything?
Okay. Next unit to go now is going to be the Locust, and it's just gonna run away.
We scared him off, John.
And then it's gonna be the other hover tank, and it's gonna... Oh, sorry,
Well,
we have to go.
Yeah,
This guy moves toward it. So we're gonna just do normal movement, which is what for the Loki Mark
8.
II? So there.
and then they've got 1 tank left, and we've got the Oscout. So,
Okay, their tank runs away.
Yep. 9 inches to off the table.
And it can move 20.
And then I say the Oscout also is taking a structural hit. We get it out of here, I think. 16 inches. It can jump over here where it's going to get absolutely no shots taken at it. I like that idea.
Okay, so that is movement. Here we go with the tank looking for a 6 against the Loki. It misses.
Okay.
Cool. Then I'm going to overheat 2 on the Loki to add 2 dice. And we're going to be shooting... Heat's going to be the red dice, so that will theoretically do 2 damage if it hits against a vehicle. And I'm looking for 10s, so 4 dice looking for 10s. Not very good, but crazy things happen.
I see some 10s.
Kinda like
I see
that.
an 11.
So that is going to be 2 hits,
Yeah.
plus the heat's going to do an additional damage. So it still has armor.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm honestly saying we can call it here because when it activates, it will leave the edge.
Yes. So we'll get into turn 4. It leaves, but I think that's a success for us here, John.
Yes, it is.